As much as we operate, she's the one who looks after it. So I'll request her.
She's called Tamara. Tamara is 3 years old and she's second with her parents. She's actually living with her grandparents because the parents quite tired from her physiotherapy, so she's asleep. He has to travel from Arua.
And yet he knows very good English.
All the way from Arua. They are here
He knows. He speaks English. He knows.
They understand.
There you go.
Okay.
Hindi, umo devo vi fare di men. Ok.
Ijen bus achen michero. Gin na me mikilwa. Nale rasi kinye antino moko chaben. Inino due tirario. We official medwe mea. Adio. Moko tama metwa kachen michero piko mera loro. A warning of political party making you a tamonio tikin keda when you using an a bit of dana chicken a million a bill, leave me alone. A mogo tame come a king na hita and then hotel a query, Melly City can one more, one more to do Larukan, a year hotel a query, a one more that I did for Buggy. So, Jen, a jolly. A mock taman hit a lounge at it, but would it be medical minister now? I don't want you to go party. You are making when you come in pay water your Kobaya when you need a jalapeno bar. Tell a new meal later, and whatever kind of food. When we get it to we take.
Straight away have the opening prayer.
Amita poyo ba me pod mi wako na hatini ni na Mario ate poyo teams oya Uganda Heart Institute ngoa gino timo penyara akira Daniela uno para olo kiti erotin ya tia yo mate hateha Dr. Minister
I'm going to translate.
Michael
He's telling us that first and foremost he would like to thank the good Lord.
Aramolo ya kinajo eto yam ishiamu chiempe pore chunyi pianatin betu yetua tin betu yetua nini nweti dahatal nini nweti dahatal so apoya teha kere teach me dahatal me Lira Referral Hospital kita gino bechung okonya gini ateha omia adwo pocha did board ge ateha kita tina chane tikede atene na loha tiye da gino dio chunya ni abeda be da na dia mokoni abeda be apoyi una teha pete gina la lo pola an olwo opio quinto ana tio pa hacha Lira kan cha mora da ron beda nyale me Lira kan aya mola ta apoyi una teha
Joanna.
She's called Joan.
Bini dahatal kan.
She came to the hospital.
Lati akwara.
She brought her
Akwara yang. Tenu chine no keno baloko. Eto dahatal tia yobo. Apo minister me yobo wa dahatal. Minister che. Woyo. Aya diaha. Loka tumuka.
Her granddaughter to the hospital here. And she's so thankful to the Minister of Health for her great effort.
Thank you very much. Okay, we are also going to have a view of one of the real patients, Nakti wheelchair.
Our chicken keratin, we need unu, atini ti wheelchair, dan deta mi rumo kuchari ni kome. Atina mo yang, mo yang naber, neno unu momdishu,
In front of us is the real patient, the kid who has benefited.
Jaya ibo Dr. Jane Ruth Achengo Chero.
Right. I would like to say, this to give us a word.
Omi unu kare na bot papa tini mimi ongo, mi ulokoro. I want to thank everybody who is here today. Doctors who are here today. And all of you present here. I want to thank God. What God has done. God has done a big thing. And a miracle. Child who had serious pain in the heart, who is called Achen Daisy. I want to thank God. It's called Oleke Raven. He comes from Agali. Jolo konyinga tini ya Cheng Daisy Ochero.
Ayoga. Amil dokoyo ateha.
He also wants to thank so much. The second time he wants to appreciate again.
Minister.
The minister. Where are you?
Minister.
He's so thankful to yeah, that may God bless you more and to open you more doors for the good work you're doing without any problem. May God bless you. Give you more grace and promotions. This is what God has done to help His people. May God bless you.
Amen.
You'll excuse me, Konyunan Matek. I want us to ask this gentleman to give us a short story on how he came to know, or he came to be told that the problem with this child was related to the heart. Until then, when it came up to now that
he wants to thank you all again. The child in front of you here, he was born 3 years ago. Now he's making 4 years. When he was 1 year, he started feeling some signs. That was not very clear. But the kid was okay. Everything was fine. As he was making 1 year, he started having some changes in breathing difficulties. The heart started pumping, breathing with difficulties. When they took to a Health Center for some time, they started struggling around there for some time. But by the end of it all, that the matter was complicated and they made referral here. So he came here in August on 2023. From that time, so they scanned the heart and they found a problem. So the other day,
Ate awota moro te mi yanget.
A friend just informed him.
Oko ogo yaka chini.
Just gave him a call.
Seko ne awinyo ni jo moro te mi tijone tikere pe home tao.
That they wanted to find out
Ida hatala duo.
on issues of heart issues.
Donko iwori.
So he went there.
Ate bino.
Then he came.
Uteda bino scanning tiano Mario.
So they scanned the second time.
Oteno pe hasiengi.
And they found the same problem.
And doctor Sekoniana Dohi, gin awake him betuolo.
The doctors told him to go back, but he leaves his phone on. They're going to communicate. Then the other day, they called him and he came here on Monday. So yesterday they conducted the surgery. As he talks now, as he observes, everything has changed. Changed like how it used to be before. He is very happy, extremely. That's what he can say. If there is anything he wants to add, he's going to add it later. God bless you all.
Just wait a bit.
Came here, was he asked to pay any amount of money? Nothing. Everything has been for free of charge.
Thank you very much for bringing this kid and still seeing that she becomes a...
Dia madam ti tiere da pura madam era. Machel. E mad minister ubinu chwalo yo mora moya Uganda Heart Institute. Un binu gisha remind minister tineno ni koda yauni bebet kina wacha icho her wacha unor wiwa jo apol da mi ulogo pa e wano lego ni mad minister ba mi giteho karachiel kere jo me Uganda Heart Institute me chene nuere ko digero no timera ko yoro yot Emmanuel Sami tuminge ni dahatala duong shani. Dia me otiu umoyo kireme chum meweki. Dia mati tino attack anu jawani petwaran wongo mirnuer kan. Shani dahatala duong motike specialists. You're all only specialists. Berjo tike rekori kwere bere ba jono ya gincha. These specialists akara para bishop ko. Mengara chera ma online nere. Moro me chogo, moro me amon, me ora, moro me otino, abero me amon. Hey yo. Aman. Oh, specialist ati kano kayo malo neno. Specialist o kene cha wenen bisha. Nako. Tina dong. Ye kalau me otino dojo. Eno chewing ngere cha. Obero ngata me yao jo. Kai wor mal kucha atoka tie Lotie, and you So, my minister, my Beroneno, may one chalo da hata, Otamoni, Biromete, Nino Kerenino, services ni, Tun Bodjo Wakan. Mando lo que le muni, Tima Unube. We have benefited from this camp in many ways. One is that
we have had a very important skill transfer done to our team around here. And we want to appreciate the Uganda Heart Institute team from the anesthesia, the cardiac surgeons, the nurses. They were working hand in hand with our team, and this is very, very important. I was getting feedback from our team, and they are appreciating that they were able to learn much more than they knew. And we want to encourage this kind of engagement so that it prepares the team to offer continuity of service, even when the Uganda Heart Institute team goes back. I don't want to add that these 5 children, their lives have changed completely. Their lives have changed. We are all proud of this. It is so beautiful to see your heart fixed and you're able to go to school. These children are able to learn. They are the future doctors, they're the future ministers, they're the future RCCs, and as a community of Lamu sub-region, we are extremely grateful to this support from the Uganda Heart Institute, and of course with the able leadership of our Honorable Minister, Dr. Jane Ruth Achengo. We have some asks for the future. We still have some specialties that are not here in the hospital. We have a very beautiful emergency unit. Our plan is that in the near future we need to acquire emergency physicians. We have too many road traffic accidents. We have too many traumas due to road carnages, and we want that category of service to be better improved for our people, for Lamu sub-region. We also still need, we don't have anesthesiologists. So Dr. Nodrin, you may decide to stay. Think about it. We need anesthesiologists to support us, because you know, for us to make our ICU and surgeries that we are going to do safe and good for our patients, we really need specialists in that area. And we have been working hand in hand with the Health Service Commission, but I think we may need to increase the gears of engagement to ensure that we have anesthesiologists here to support our ICU, but also to support dialysis services. So this can be a service that should be well appreciated. The other category is that we intend to bring pathologists. I know DPC might understand this better. We need pathologists to be recruited and retained in the region so that can help continue to support our people to provide that much needed care. Our ICU is still in a small space. The Honorable Minister, we were told some time back that we'll get a new structure for ICU. We have equipment donated and they're in the corridors. We think that, we pray that if finances allow, we really need to support ICU development, and the rest of the critical care will follow along that establishment. As I conclude, we want to thank the staff of Lira Regional Referral Hospital. They are providing to the community, and we pledge that the community, whenever you come and there are some challenges, please find time and reach out to the authorities so that we can listen to you and provide the necessary support that you require in this hospital. This is a public hospital. It is your hospital. So we'll be talking from time to time to identify some areas that you think is not going well, You need to come and tell us, this is our hospital. We must own it. So there are other support. Jemonga titino no wa biro ko yunu una itimi wa unu charo da hata. Mewek da hata lebe da hata tek. Take on your one issue. I put it in. Let me not say much. With great honor, I would like to invite the Executive Director from Uganda Heart Institute. Please come and give your remarks. And thereafter, we will listen to the chief guest.
Heart Institute. I warmly welcome you all. Let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Dr. Peter Rwabi. I'm the Deputy Executive Director of the Uganda Heart Institute. And I'm very happy to be in this beautiful place of Lira. I warmly welcome you to yet another significant milestone in our ongoing fight against heart disease here at Lira Regional Referral Hospital. This camp began on Sunday, 23rd, with the arrival of our team and will conclude today after successfully operating on 5 patients. Following a screening process, these 5 patients were selected out of 8 patients who were screened to undergo these life-saving surgeries. The remaining 3 who we have not worked on, do not despair. They needed a bit more care, more complex interventions, and we are going to invite them to the Heart Institute and operate on them at no cost. Honorable Minister, this visit marks our 4th closed heart surgery camp conducted at regional referral hospitals. Over the past 2 years, we have successfully conducted similar camps, benefiting numerous patients with that diagnosis of PDA. And I'm pleased to report that all those who underwent this surgery in the previous camps are doing well. The sequence of our past and current camps is as follows. Our first camp was in October 2023 in Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital. Once we saw that that was successful, we went on to have another one in June 2024 in Jinja Regional Referral Hospital. We had a 3rd camp in October that year in 2024, again in Mbarara. And this is our 4th camp at Lira Regional Referral Hospital. Now, people will ask, why haven't we gone to other places? There are 16 regional referral hospitals, and our intention, as per our mandate, is to make sure that all the regional hospitals can access this care within their local places. But there are always obviously challenges and requirements before we meet or we can come to those hospitals. Permit me, Honorable Minister, to say that Lira Hospital is well advanced in meeting these requirements, and that is why we are here today. The infrastructure here, although is not fully developed, has promising potential. And I must say the good foundation of this hospital was laid down when our Honorable Minister was a director of this hospital. So we should give her a round of applause for setting up a good foundation and making it possible for us to be here today. Let me also mention that our Honorable Minister is a specialist doctor, a pediatrician. And I'm proud to say I was her teacher. And she was a very, very excellent doctor. You have a very valuable asset in Dr. Acheng here. She, whatever she touches turns to gold. Please keep her. I'm also glad to report, Honorable Minister, that we have had an offer of 5 acres of land from Lira University. That is a very big step in moving forward to having your regional heart center. So now that we have land here in Lira, rest assured that one of the first places we are going to start a regional heart center will be Lira. We have one more closed heart surgery camp scheduled in this financial year as we move on to expand to other areas. People may ask, what is this thing called PDA? It's a small defect you are born with, and it is a connection between the 2 blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart. This defect is a small tube that everybody has, but may fail to close in some people after birth. And it will lead to the problems you had them describing. The children do not grow well, they have poor growth, they keep on having infections. And that is what happens to these children. And if you don't operate on it, these children will die eventually as they grow. So this procedure that has been carried out today is truly a life-changing procedure. And I'm pleased to report that all the operated patients are stable and recovering well. As I mentioned, it's our mandate to decentralize advanced heart care and ensure that all Ugandans, regardless of their geographical location, have access to high-quality health services. By bringing these services closer to the people, we reduce the financial, social, and logistical burdens on families who would otherwise need to travel long distances to Kampala for specialized care. Decentralizing heart care also strengthens partnerships between the Uganda Heart Institute and regional hospitals like Lira, while enhancing the capacity of local healthcare professionals through knowledge sharing and skills transfer. However, we recognize that challenges still exist. And Honorable Minister, permit me to say, and to Andrew, the director, we are willing to offer training to your staff. You send us the doctors, the nurses who need this training, and we shall offer it free of charge. Non-communicable diseases like heart disease account for 74% of global deaths, with cardiovascular disease alone responsible for 33 or 20 million deaths. And of these 20 million deaths, 80% occur in low and middle income countries like Uganda. This highlights the need for continued investment in cardiovascular care. I extend my sincere appreciation to the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Health, the Board of Directors of the Heart Institute, and a heartfelt appreciation to the management of staff of Lira Regional Hospital for not only opening your doors to us, but also warmly welcoming our team and embracing this partnership. Can I ask the team from the Heart Institute to stand up for recognition? These are the movers of this. This team is a team like no other. If you go to New York, if you go to London, if you go to Japan, these are the people you are going to find. Just to give their names and what they do at the Heart Institute.
Thank you. I'm Miranda Grace, the Public Relations Officer.
Good morning. I'm Mohoz Rwakariebe. I'm a pediatric cardiac surgeon. That's the heart surgeon for children.
Good morning. Lydia Wandera, Senior Hospital Administrator, Uganda Heart Institute.
Good morning. I'm Obangonyinge Bernard. I'm a pediatrician. I'm also a pediatric cardiologist at the Heart Institute.
Michael Okecho, Senior Consultant, Pediatric Cardiac Surgeon.
Aya do. Nodrina Yupo, cardiac anesthesiologist and cardiac intensivist.
Good morning. Leva Kauteno, social worker, Uganda Heart Institute.
Amoro Wunweng. Anya Okerayot Ananolan. Ati cardiac nurse, principal nursing officer, Anya Tele we nurses Weng Uganda Heart Institute.
Afoyo Mater, Anya Rach Joyce, Ati scrub nurse.
Dr. Cornelius Ndagire, and I'm a cardiac anesthesiologist and critical care specialist, Uganda Heart Institute.
Evan Achevembir is my name. I'm a scrub nurse.
Nalule Miriam, I'm a pediatric cardiac surgeon.
So thank you, team. So, and thank you. Get your blood pressure checked, exercise regularly, and eat wisely. We don't want a lot of salt. We don't want a lot of sugar. Eat well and live healthy. And then you won't have to visit the hospital a lot. With those few words, I'd like to thank all of you for hosting us, and we pray for a quick recovery of all our children.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ochan Jacob, who is the political NRM Ochen Jacob, somebody responsible for publicity NRM here in Lango. I would also want to recognize, you know, sometimes in your various denominations and all other leaders must really recognize our LC1 for the medical cell here in Lira, remarks, and also invite the Honorable Minister.
Kutichu kena piratek meringune na duol kere kiti kwai ni tia timu kere yini orjo me binu laro utino ame kau no cheuri atitiri kwoge no rombe rape kun kon jo anenu ko ne dok minister yongei abero RCC yongewa abero director me Lira kan kon ginu nu pe lar gi yor yot nu ka kene ko ge beda pe ko ri jo me aleyi wa te beda pe en ya yomi komi ni yin per winya chemo kana bor en to ka chawo romo ringu bini ror pashi jo wa unu wan tiunu idiere me da hatala duong mo wan no ni da hatala duong da hatalien ena dung lo ilang du hi yakina district sapar ametieni me ye tioli tie gulu eto kayini neno me wani ni kiawani kawo kiyini worinan record yini ngo jo tiu ya we wenati eastern jo ya we wenati ya tioli jo ya we wenati tutu karamoja kirikwene utia biri ya nyechao kan yini te penyere ni pingo agama ertiporikon pien won gulu me to yati gulu ti kwene yai kwene Mwena ti ponye na megena ti to tuare wang ma be mwena bera tolon mwena we wori pien buome dang wor malu le malu buome ta chior ko ikun tere te bum dong mwena ti ponye no ber ngo When you ma hoite de paber, it deteriot, Mama Mono, out a cat with yell, out a guaco by Pimwaki, Naikar make. The when appear to have been when a tiquene, Monitor American boat. Honorable Minister, it is to downgrade the effort of the government in ensuring that service delivery is not recognized at all in this part of the country. For us who are born and raised here, we know where we have come from and we know where we are right now. We know what happened in between independence up to now. But unfortunately, there are those who want to oppose. Yes, it is good for the government to have opposition. It is healthy. But any opposition that builds its foundation on lies and drama is a disaster to a nation. We do not need drama in development. Let's stop dramatizing government's effort and downplaying every service delivery the government of NRM has given to the people of Uganda through trusted cadres like Honorable Dr. Jele Cheng. You cannot be a party on the dining table. You eat your share, you pack the leftovers in your handbag, you move with it, and you go and say on that table there's no food. When you pack even the leftovers and go with it home. That kind of politics must stop. Uganda is moving far. President Museveni promised the people of Uganda peace and security. We now have it. President promised service delivery, health service delivery. Now we have it. We have this facility here. We cannot be 100% perfect. We can't. There are services that you will never get here in this facility, never. You will never get them even in some other places. And these services are quite too expensive for a nation like Uganda and other countries. So do not tell us of things that are merely impossible. Do not go and lie to people. But here we have tried. The government has tried through the Ministry of Health and specifically through the Minister of Health. Never in the history of this country, right from independence, has the people of this region enjoyed peace and stability and even prosperity and even health services like we're having right now. Never. No one should come and lie to you that we have brought peace. Where did you get that peace from? Where did you get it? You were part of the people who were crying for peace. Now you come and lie to our people that I talked to Konya and there's peace. Could Konya be talked to? Why don't you give credit to UPDF that flashed Konya out of this region? Why? Myself and this journalist and the number of others went and armed, we were armed by UPDF, where were they? What number of Amuka were they? Let them tell you, we don't want lies. Tell people your political agenda and tell people why you failed and tell people what you'll correct from your mistake that made you fail. So we are here, Honorable Minister. I'm very glad that Lira Regional Referral Hospital is advancing from stage to stage. And this is what the people of this region and the people of Uganda want. And we give you credit for having attained a recognition worldwide as the best Minister of Health in Africa. Just last week in Casablanca, in Morocco, the entire world was celebrating a Nyaruni and Willow in Casablanca. Kelungu konge Casablanca ka wu. Karangate kere. Riek wunu du. Maribo leun ngamane. Ka we lo do you dear war. Ayin ngai kan. Domi to Poyoate, Honorable Minister, I want to thank the team I'm working with, the director and the team from the Regional Referral Hospital. We coordinate so well. We work together as a team, and as a result, this place, the standard, like I said before, is climbing every day, and we hope for the best of Lira Regional Referral Hospital, just like any other hospital in this country. I appreciate you for the tireless effort in ensuring that Ebola does not spread in the country. I know you are still struggling together with the health team to ensure that it is mitigated at that stage so that it is not a crisis in the country and any other diseases that come. I thank the Heart Institute. The doctor said, the director said, about 3 weeks ago we had a meeting with them, and you instructed us to do whatever it takes to find land. And indeed, we found land that day. We were on our toes due to your constant calls that don't let those people come back to Kampala when you have not shown them the land. We have shown them the land, and now the ball is in their court. So, Institute, we have done our part. Institute of Heart, we have done our part. You have the land. The minister was on our bumper, was almost knocking our bumper, but now we have done the needful. Now we are on your bumper. The Heart Institute, we want that facility now. The blood bank, the minister has done whatever it takes. Now we have the land, and we are waiting. Anytime, I think the regional blood bank will soon be here. So one come geometry bina. Don't pay word you can teach. Museveni oye, NRM oye, Dr. Jen oye, Lira City oye. Part of the security team I work with in Lira City. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Afande. Good morning, Minister and everyone. I hope we are still morning. My name is Olang Sam, Assistant Resident City Commissioner, Lira City West. Thank you.
Hey, Museveni oye, Dr. J oye.
Dr. Turoye, Lira Regional Referral oye, Dr. Cheng oye, Museveni oye, Egole Gono. Honorable Minister. Manu lokado utimo ba ku tu welo mum no welo do dog. Mat Minister, we have controller, sound controller, Poyo Numatek, Uberu dong ping my madong lokedwa, Poyo Numatek, Poyo Nujale mat. Sanitizer? Somebody come sanitizer.
Abe, Obai Polo Guaho, Komuyot, Apoyo. Aqua yo kiti ni ye ya wuna ruby lemon leblang kong ruba un kom na nge un lemon again. The director, Uganda Heart Institute, and your entire team, the director, Lira Regional Referral Hospital, and the staff, dear patients and families, the people. Teacher, take again what you timo, umiokoda yami, utemerekan. Walk it
ando ipoyo unu ticha meo yai Heart Institute te kamit ni ya unu marete papa unu chingu poyo gi apoyo unu mate chakere ching chabit jono notikan binu gini ikopi koma ya pire tek meisha aya mei tau nuongo koda ya no tek I Uganda kan ora ya mei tau potie mulago keken potie kwene iguma ber jo ame okwano kopi koma ya mei tau tia woti medde nini winyo gi unu kan namba gitia medde gamente tia ticha tek meneno ni ugero da hata la dit me aya eto puda jako kede Kampala wano timo groundbreaking mera woro macha agero da hata la dit na guru ame gero keken welere duong kena mitunigi noro duj bedatie ye entu gamente me NRM nenu mere tie a large amitoni da hatal me yangi tao bedi regions duj regions a para bor bedi regions a para bor amean wanu kedu duj nenu watieni mena machelo ger kwene ger kwene eta agera Lira ka chengo chero por beru minister u yen jamino pe bilu kengi ngatoro enakelo ngatoro pe guolu ngatoro enatimo ngo anahariki ngatoro kwa okelo eti nge unu niki na do pirete ki wilowo ni ado kara karo ber yot ko koru ngatoro tuo ma hichawa ni pe ngeo ka woru gamo kwere igamo kwere yot ko ber na madi donc ngatoro tia yetu kopi kom yot kom pe amito ni gamu unu kopere le ta nyero una nyere ko ni manere le yen yut ko menu beru ngo elieno so joni tinu yao petin ichabiti no karo ni jono yao jo adi a beach yao jo a beach down wood where yango gina kara beach kekeni eno kene chia amito dog gino kene metich aduong jo adek mo gino ko ni aluongo gi Kampala ute yango gi kunu menono ayani en kayini wori ye India wella me chulo o chuli dollar ichenda nga chende me America ame oluoni dollar ena ye o chulo kere dan jahere dola tutumia piera ngwen wot kere malu ameka yini loho chene wa me Uganda ni ene beru million mia chielu wot kere malu pe wille dan pe cholle so ticha jono timo ni ene o timo gini tichi chungi adi do tikeru tina beach amea wea bear utina dek doko te yango eti mong tieni jono chako yango jo ikwene mbarara doko te wot gini kwene jinja doko te dok kwene mbarara endo te biru gini kwa kwene winyu mwamenen director uko ni pieni Lira Regional Referral wo wudi wume yango jo kere jami wume titi do kaber aloha dokti ye abe wandu yutu lo le yemo o mede una mera Digi macha wano binu ya go laboratory anyen ado tumo ko. Jami mere petika no kena patikan. No yo mudago. Idwe me angwen ubinu timo groundbreaking o tegero blood bank wa ena ditere da bedo en kene. Style dang pat. Mono out a year to Johnny Jotia Timothy Chagamente, Natorno Timo. Lira University, o mio one lobo ecas Rio, Mona me to look here, Pien Lobo meda hatala yamti canono, Joconia Geo Mount at Tech, and a mount logo what they're Pedro lobo canoro. Neno na tieni yo duikom gibeda yot. Ginada duom Museveni loge ye no. Nika ko wuyot lonyo tebera ngo atie. Soka lobo wa megero da hatal menyayo ye petie wano dom chien. Udom chien. Dong university timuginora pire tek. Meme you are lobo ekaspirario. Ekaspirario ni upoko ya poha. A beach ume you blood bank. A beach ume you Heart Institute. A beach ume you cancer. A beach you can look at riengo. Penye uno. Kijere tieba. Keriengo chogo. Edugire imong tieni lobo watie kumiwa. Ekazadi puo unu Lira University. Monujo amenenu gitie alaji. Gina umaro kope da hatal. Umiu da uti uponyo da hatale. Umaro note kere government. Gina tinu timera niyene. Ubedu ticha government me NRM. Gamente me NRM pekwaho NRM keken waho jot tuch waho nga danguni ti unu kanu no un tujuni boli unu Museveni queen ana nge ukire danguni kwete unu queen tien jama wano mituti bon nga atia winyi mongor ni jomor tia binu chung nang me beru president. O Charlie President. And putting me president here, Jella Kenmo. Doubt you teacher tech in ye lao. Kekeni one loud, I chow can a kirewatie. Uriemu jama besha mekono kelli wa uriemu ko. Etu ya yomi loud ya lohe, wang loud ya yabere. Jama besha donga keliwani wano beru gama. Peti kope kwerwa. O gama. Yen peti gamente moro kena ru keliwa. Enu keliwa beru memene. Menara Ugama unu ko. Utepo lulu kui. Kede riejo. Kede mara. Kede diro. Kede muolo. Mama mando. Wanto mita yeri ye. Wanchawa wapeme yetu ngatora. Wanu tikere chawa meti keken. Chawa mengo. Keken. Wanu mitu do. Teru mitu lonyo. Teru mita yet. Teru mita ayet tu ako jochien. Ayet timungo. Wan peo mito. Wano mito mara. Dong. Ara mito kobo kiti. Ento koptie kiti. Wune na ye peru wunu dogwa. Pini chao kene kop kao kobere radio. Pini jo dushu winyo ba. Kayi ningia tinoro nyonga mora metikere tuo itao. Ikopi ge. Kau chwalo message jo apinu eta na kwa yo director ni room me puru gi miru kongo nyao no tia di ding then wan go kunu di ding ipanne kiti miru nyao no space gira neno tia gina woti nyayo wana woti kedo ba loyo wa kinde tikorwa wanu ti gamente wanu ti kwere kala no wa we yo meto ti gamente na ye ba ko dog wan po ba ko dog wa wanu kwanya na mo te dwala kiti mama manno so get up bino ben mod get up bino mando ye ya wuna po jona ni ko na ma chela mi chake po yu apo yu ti maro lao kere maro kope dongo lobo kere maro kope yenyo yo menuongo lonyo yen wuna ni tie wunu ni ti kwete wunu ba iti yele wunu da iti chulo wunu choro uchoro wunu ena wano duogo kan apuoyo wunu kwete mede wuna meda uchoro wunu ena ye kwa wandu kai winyo nge MP mordia kuni uchole ochara nuo ya ikwere kodo ha winya tordia yetu kununa ye chulo wunu ngo una ye chulo wunu chara woyo wunu mate ye ya wunu do apo odera me yang tao kopi komi tao po gitu tuala po wunu pino po wunu yang tuo dohare po yo tela me Lira City American duj RCC kere timi duj po wunu mate po wunu nangwa kukushi Lira City etan kopatie bot wunu go kuch anna neni social media awinyo dan ne tieba ne hatata tieba tia ne ko jo nono pera ngeo tien kopere tini neno chale winyo ni une honga kwa otimu ko ringo kwa lara melogo kwa ko ringo miru ko yenyu no yore wan miru bedu no kere coach miru bedi coach de beru mor ko kodda ka ochwe gire kari ko chwe wanang to beru puto twa wanu beru chabia chare ana ko be Lira City eti yichalo kucha wandu shurumu chongwa ping otelego kote chwe eto dang miru poket gen wai kom kotu twal wanu mitu kwa yugamente nikele wagidu ngoni irrigation ame wana omu pi kana tiye kari chengtia rien wanu te onyu pingo eriendo ame chato boyo tebela yot eti kwa munu stola Royo Matek. So allow me to say
23rd February, the Uganda Heart Institute team has been in Lira Regional Referral Hospital, working tirelessly to bring life-saving interventions closer to our people. I am pleased to announce that 5 of the 8 patients who were screened underwent successful patent ductus arteriosus procedures and are now in recovery. This is not just a medical success, but a significant milestone in our ongoing efforts to decentralize specialized healthcare services and ensure equitable access to quality care for all Ugandans. I wish in a special way to appreciate the Uganda Heart Institute. This is their 4th regional mingling. Cardiovascular diseases account for over 10% of all deaths in Uganda. Like many developing countries, Uganda faces an increasing burden of non-communicable diseases, with heart disease leading the way. Congenital heart defects, rheumatic heart disease, and hypertension among the most prevalent cardiovascular conditions, making initiatives such as this surgical camp even more critical. Globally, 1 in 100 children is born with a congenital heart defect. In Uganda, an estimated 16,000 children are born with heart defects annually, underscoring the urgent need for an increased access to specialized heart care. Without timely intervention, these conditions can have life-threatening consequences. The need for specialized cardiac services has never been more pressing, yet we continue to face critical challenges, particularly in upcoming settings like Lira Regional Referral Hospital. With increased investment in personnel, diagnostic tools, and medical infrastructure, we can enhance screening capabilities, identify more patients in need, and ultimately extend life-saving cardiac care to an even wider population in the future. For that, we are deeply grateful. I also recognize the families of our patients whose trust and resilience have been instrumental in making this initiative a success. As part of our broader strategy to strengthen cardiac care, the government, through the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development and Ministry of Health, has secured a loan of $70 million for construction of a state-of-the-art 250-bed capacity cardiac hospital in Maguru. Recently, we had a successful groundbreaking ceremony for this long-awaited facility, which will significantly enhance our capacity to manage heart diseases and improve access to quality cardiac services for all Ugandans. Construction is now underway, and the project is expected to be completed within the next 2 years. The Ministry of Health remains committed to equipping regional referral hospitals, strengthening healthcare capacity, and expanding outreach programs like this to alleviate the burden of heart disease and other non-communicable diseases across the country. We will continue to invest in and support such initiatives to ensure that specialized healthcare is accessible to all Ugandans, regardless of their location. I want to appreciate the Director and Management of Lira Regional Referral Hospital, who have worked tirelessly to ensure that the infrastructure in this hospital is improved so that we are able to have specialized surgeries like the one that has just happened. I also want to appreciate that more infrastructure is coming up and will continue to come up. We have already secured land that was generously donated to the hospital through Lira University. Lira University gave us 20 acres of land where we will put up some of the specialized infrastructure. We shall have a blood bank. Shortly, in the month of April, we shall be coming back to groundbreak for the blood bank. We are also going to work hard to mobilize resources to set up a regional heart center and a regional cancer center for Lango sub-region, now that we have the land. I would like to emphasize that heart disease is largely preventable. Therefore, I want to encourage all stakeholders, including all of us here, to build upon the success of this mission, because with the right commitment, resources, and collaboration, we can make significant strides in reducing the impact of cardiovascular diseases in Uganda. I want to encourage all of us to be in the habit of screening for non-communicable diseases. Please ensure that you check your blood pressure, check yourselves for diabetes, screen for cancers, so that we don't become victims of non-communicable diseases. To our patients, I wish you a very smooth recovery period and quick recovery as well, filled with health and happiness. Lastly, allow me to request the teams from the Heart Institute to carry our deep appreciation back to the Uganda Heart Institute for what you have done here, and to tell them that we are waiting for you to come again and again. And next time when you come, I'm sure that these people here are going to cook for you traditional dishes. With moya. It comes from Otuhea. Jomo Tuhetikan. Pekel with moya over. Huh? Ikelun. Miru wiri kom Johnny. Kakom gidot ya rienya miyoki uduogu yor. Mama mano. Kakoro chwe miru were no yao. Uyor no? Yes. So they will smear you with moya shea butter. My statement is over.